Welcome to this guided meditation focused on forgiveness. Take a moment to get yourself comfortable into a relaxed position. And when you're ready, take a few deep centering breaths, expanding all of your lungs outwards as you take that deep inward breath. And then exhaling as you take that deep outward breath. Repeat this 2 more times, allowing your body to fully relax as you take these deep breaths in. One of the things we can often struggle with is letting go and forgiving people. Often we bury our emotions deep down inside, which end up making us feel unwell or sick in the long run. This meditation will help release these emotions. I want you to picture someone that you've had a conflict with and that you've struggled to forgive them for their actions. It could be a recent conflict or something way back in the past. Let's take a look at that scene that I'm sure you've played out time and time again in your mind. I want you to re-embody that scene in all of its glory. Allow yourself to feel the emotions you felt at that time when it happened. Could be feelings of anger, shame, guilt, surprise, upset, any emotion that you're feeling. And now you're getting back in touch with that emotion. Feel whereabout in the body this emotion mostly resides. Draw your attention to that part of the body and allow yourself to feel that emotion in its deep, raw state. Give yourself this time to really feel. Replay those events over and over in your mind. Now that you've allowed yourself to feel these emotions, I want you to take a step back from that scene, almost as if you're a fly on the wall. Lift your awareness outside your body, up above, watching the scene from a bird's eye view. you to look at yourself and see your beautiful self in that situation, and treat yourself with kindness and compassion for what you went through. As we take a deeper understanding into the situation, we see that most of the time we're so focused in our minds that we run on autopilot throughout the day. Our subconscious mind is running the show, along with our ego that has one function: to keep us safe. And so when we see the events below, we see the reactions taking place, running the programs of the past. Unconscious sometimes to our behaviour. So treat yourself with understanding and love. If you reacted in the spur of the moment without thinking, treat that reaction with the compassion it deserves. And now, as we look over at the other person, we can see now in a new light how their reaction is just one of unconscious behaviour, running the programs from the past. See how the words that they say, the actions that they take, are just one of trying to keep themselves safe in the only way they know how. They're running their programs from the past, just like everyone else, walking around unconscious in this world. Start to see them in a new light, in one of kindness and compassion. While what they've done may have upset you at the time, and even still since that time, take a moment to feel where those feelings are. Those feelings lie within you, and holding on to those feelings, they're being held inside of you. And this isn't good for the body. It's time to let this go. Imagine the scene once more. But this time, the two of you are just 5 or 6 years old. Little boys and little girls having arguments, having a little tantrum, throwing their toys out of a pram. See how from this vantage point of above, you can even smile at the situation. Seeing how these young children are battling with each other over differences of opinion. See how raw their emotion is, not knowing yet how to fully control themselves, wanting to just cry or shout. But again, looking with compassion, because they're just doing the best they know how to with what they've been taught. Just in the same way, you can look into the eyes of a dog and see no judgment of any kind, just that pure beingness. We can see how we don't judge the animals around us and in our lives. They're just running their programming, how they've been brought up, with no judgment whatsoever. And unlike the animals, we have a more complex mind. Many of us have not been taught how to understand that we are more than simply our mind and more than the thoughts running through our head. Just like an animal, the thoughts that run through our mind are generated by all of our past history, all of our childhood, and it's only when we step away from that mind for a moment and become present in the moment we can be judged for our actions. This is not to say there's no consequences for what someone does when they're acting in an unconscious manner, when they're not aware of their behaviour. But at the same time, we can still treat that behaviour with compassion. Now, with that in mind, fly back inside your body, back into that scene. When you look at that other person you're having a conflict with, treat them with compassion and kindness and forgiveness, for they know not what they do. And this is where we find forgiveness. They've not yet learnt to master their mind, to understand how to distance the thoughts within them, how to step away from their ego and become present. they can for brief moments of time. Most of us still slip back into those patterns from the past. So we must treat these with the understanding they deserve. And if you take a big, deep breath in now, filling your lungs with that of forgiveness, and then breathe out all of that negativity, all of those past feelings you harboured. Taking another drink of air, breathing in that forgiveness, and allowing all of those negative emotions to flow out of you. Feeling the gratitude for having the wisdom to see the situation for what it truly is. Allowing yourself to let go of the hurt, the upset, and the feelings that you harboured within. Allowing those feelings out of your body as you breathe a big sigh of relief. There's no need to hold on to this anymore. There's no need to feel angry or upset when you see this person again. There's no need to hold on to anything anymore. Simply let it flow away from you. Replacing all those negative emotions with a deep sense of gratitude. A deep sense of knowing that we can never know the true situations without living the other person's life. Thinking of all the complex intricacies of our own life and what motivates us to do certain things. And while we might struggle to imagine what path in life that other person may have taken to make those decisions, can feel assured they did the best they could at the time with the knowledge that they had. Everyone is always doing the best they can. And it's not our place to judge others. So don't take it personally when you find those others in your life peel away from you as your rocket ship flies to the stars. They went as high as they could, and treat them with the understanding they deserve. But your ship is set for the stars and for something greater. there's no need to hold all these feelings behind, anchoring you to the ground. We can release all those chains, stopping our ship from flying upwards by forgiving those who we feel hurt us, by being grateful for the message they provided, and grateful for our body for the message the subconscious mind sends us through emotions and feelings. We know it's just looking out for us in the best way it knows how. But it's time to release all those feelings now. We understand the message. It's time to set ourselves free. We take one deep, deep breath inwards. And with a big sigh, we let it all out. One last time. Feeling grateful for the things that we have in our lives, for the roof over our heads, for the meals that we eat, for the kindness of others, for our friends and family, for our pets and loved ones, for the beauty of nature all around us that can remind us and bring us back to that present moment. Remembering that we are not the thoughts that run through our mind. We are much, much more. We are the consciousness and the awareness that observes it all, experiences everything without judgment, without comment. The part of us that simply is all the time. And we take a final moment to just be present with our body. Feeling how much lighter it is now that we've let all of those feelings go. As your breathing starts to return to normal, you start to get feeling back into your fingers and toes. Your body starts to wake up. As you can feel your eyes ready to open once more, to experience the beautiful day ahead of you, the beautiful night's sleep ready to come. Fresh in the knowledge you are whole and complete. You are enough just as you are. You are perfect in every way. Namaste.